Welcome back to this 12-minute core stability Pilates workout. Today we're going to focus on engaging those deep abdominal muscles in your obliques. We're going to begin on the mat today in our 4-point kneeling position, so making sure that your hands are directly under your shoulders and your knees are directly under your hips. Starting with a few pelvic tilts and then working our way gradually up into a full cat-cow. So we're trying to warm up the spine and start to engage the abdominals. If you want to add a few side shifts or circles here working through the spine, please feel free to do so. Incorporating the breath, you're going to breathe in as you arch your back and look up, and then breathe out as you round your shoulders up towards the ceiling. Now that our spine is feeling nice and warm, we're going to find our neutral, so we've got that slight engagement through the lower abdominals, and then tuck our toes before we begin our little knee hovers. So holding that 4-point kneeling position, you're going to lift up through the belly button as you lightly lift the knees just off the mat. Doesn't have to be very high, about an inch will do, and then gradually tap your knees back down. So you don't want to rest all the way on the mat, you just want to tap and then lift straight back up. Just 2 more here. And last one. Lovely. Pop your knees back down, untuck your toes, and now we're going to start working into that shoulder mobility. Extending one arm away, you're just going to start by lifting and lowering that arm up and then tapping the mat back down. This whole time still engaging through the belly button, so you're thinking of dropping your ribs down towards your belly, closing that space between your ribs and your hips, and you're keeping your hips nice and stable, hip bones looking down towards the mat. You've got 2 more. And 1 more. Lovely. Resetting your 4-point kneeling position, you're now going to extend the opposite leg away, and we're going to repeat that movement. So you're lifting the leg up, making sure that your entire torso stays nice and still, and then just tapping the toes back down. This one's 5, so you've got 5 more to go. Whole time you're focusing on a nice steady breath, so breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Last one. And now we're going to do arm and opposite leg together at the same time. So same thing again. Now you're going to find that your obliques are having to kick in a lot more because you've only got 2 steady points of contact. But you're lifting and lowering, extending your fingers and your toes away from your center. You've got 7 and 8, 9, last one, and then you're going to hold that leg up and then add a little shift. So you're now moving your arm and your leg away from your center line. Again, doesn't have to be very far, but we're trying to challenge your balance a little bit more. Keep the shift small to begin with, and then next time you come back to the workout, you can always try and push yourself and reach a little bit further. Lovely work. Bring your arm and leg back down, reset your center, so do a little pelvic tilt if you need to. Then when you're ready, you're going to extend that same leg and arm away again, holding it up in line with your center. You're going to bend at the elbow and bend at the knee. So we're doing a tricep extension and a hamstring curl at the same time. You are going to feel the burn by now. You might find that your core is starting to shake by now, so focus on dropping those ribs down, lifting up through the belly button, and you're keeping your ribs and your hips nice and connected throughout. Well done. Come back down, reset again if you need to. And then we've just got 1 more variation. You're now going to alternate the shift and the bends. So holding your arm and leg nice and high up, you're going to do a little shift out to the side, come back to the center, and then bend. We're just doing 6 reps here. Amazing work. Pop your arm and leg back down, take your knees nice and wide, and then push back into a lovely child's pose. You definitely deserve it. Take a few nice deep breaths here. Enjoy the stretch because you know what's coming. We're about to repeat all of that on the other side. So when you're ready, slowly rolling yourself back up, find your 4-point kneeling position. So make sure that your hands are under your shoulders, your hips are above your knees. And we're just going to start by taking a few of those cat-cows again, just to release any tension that might have built up in that first section. Then extending the other arm away that we haven't worked yet, and now you're going to lift and lower. As the arm comes up, make sure that you're really focusing on dropping that shoulder down away from your ear. So you want to be engaging your lat, your mid back here to pull that shoulder down. You've got one more. Then bring in your arm back under your shoulder and extend the opposite leg away, and now you're going to lift and lower that leg. So ribs are down, belly button's nice and pulled in. You're still thinking of pulling your shoulders down, so you're engaging through the back as well to help stabilize. You're pointing your toes away from your center and lifting through that glute. So really think of squeezing the glute to lift your leg. Last one like this, and then you're going to combine that leg and arm lift together. You might find this side more challenging already because your core's already going to be fatigued from the first side. So if you need to, keep the lifts a little bit lower, but really focus on trying to keep your weight central so you're not shifting over to that stabilizing leg too much. Bring your arm and leg back down, reset for a second, take a few pelvic tilts if you need to, and then you're going to extend away again, and now we're going into those little shifts. Check in with your breath at this point. Make sure that you're not holding your breath. You want to be breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth in time with your movements. This is going to help connect everything together and stabilize. You have two more. And then drop your legs back down, reset again. When you're ready, extend the arm and leg away, and now we've got your bends. So keeping the knee nice and high, elbow nice and high, we're going to bend and extend. I know you're feeling the burn by now, but stick with it, we're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the arm and leg back down. Reset. You've got one more variation. We're going to alternate, so lifting that leg nice and high, do one shift, one bend. You've got 6 reps here. Are you lifting up through your belly button? Are your ribs still down? Make sure that you're pulling your shoulders down, engage through that upper back to help take the pressure out of your wrists. Amazing work. Come back into your child's pose for that lovely, well-deserved release. Take 2 really deep breaths here. Slightly lifting up on your breath in, and then as you breathe out, try and go a little bit deeper into that stretch, opening up the hips. When you're ready, rolling up, we're now going to come into your mermaid position. So you've got both knees bent, one in front, one to the side. You're aiming to anchor both sit bones down into the mat, sit up nice and tall, and then on your breath out, you're going to lift up and over to come into your side bend. We've just got 3 reps here. Lovely work. Now working into our plank series, come down onto your elbow. Again, make sure that your shoulder is directly over your elbow. Your knees are stacked and your hips are stacked to begin with. We're going to start by doing some hip dips. So you're just lifting your waist as high as you can up towards the ceiling and then tapping your hips back down. You've got 10 reps here. Whole time thinking of drawing your shoulder blades down, squeezing together at the back so you're engaging through that upper body. This is very much a full body movement. On your last one, you're going to stay up and we're going to hold for 10. Taking nice deep breaths, engaging through the belly button, keep that waist lifted, and relax back down. If that was enough, you can stay there and repeat that section. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, extend your top leg away, and we're going to repeat the hip dips. You've got 5 and 6, 7, lovely, 8, 2 more, and then we're going to repeat that hold again. So keep it there, and then if you want a challenge, you can lift that leg up. If that feels like too much for today, keep your leg down. 3, 2, 1, and relax back down. Our final variation for today, keeping that foot flat on the mat, we're going to add an arm extension. So as you lift your hips up, take the arm up and over just to get that extra bit of stretch, and then bring your hip and arm all the way back down. Again, you've got 10 repetitions here. In this movement, we're not only engaging your obliques, but also your abductors and getting a lovely stretch at the same time. Good job. Coming through the center, you're going to sit cross-legged, or you can come into a low kneeling position, whatever feels more comfortable. You're going to bring your hands behind your head, and we're going to work for a quick upper body rotation. So on your breath in, you're going to twist your upper body towards one side, and then on your breath out, you're going to bring yourself back to the center. Make sure that this is coming from above your breastbone. So you're not trying to lift your hips are staying anchored into the bench, and you're just twisting your upper back. If you want to make this a little bit more challenging, take your arms out to the side rather than holding behind your head. But if that feels like enough for today, then stick with holding your hands behind your head. One more in each direction. Breathe in, twist back. Breathe out, twist away. Breathe in, return. Coming into your mermaid the other direction, we're now going to repeat that whole stretch and side plank series on the other side. So starting with your mermaid bends, anchoring your sit bones down, reaching up and away as you come into your lovely side stretch. We've just got 3 reps here. Now finding the ground, coming into your side plank, so your hips are stacked, knees are stacked, your shoulder is right on top of your elbow. We're going to start with our hip dips on this side. You got 4 and 5, drawing that belly button in, ribs are down, engaging through the shoulder blades the whole time, so squeeze together at the back. Remember, on your last one, you're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Extending the top leg away if that's the variation you want to go for today, and then repeating the hip dips again. You might find that one side feels easier than the other. That is completely normal. We tend to have one stronger side, but this is why we want to focus on a lot of single-sided work, just to try and balance ourselves out as much as possible. Holding that leg up high now, we're going to hold for 10. Nice steady breath throughout, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Last variation, adding that side stretch, so butt is back on the mat, and now taking the arm up and over as you reach your hips up. So you're engaging your obliques, but also your abductors at the same time. You're doing great, we're almost there. You've just got 3 and 2. Last one, lift up nice and high. Lovely, coming down and relax. Well done. Come back onto your mat, take your knees nice and wide, push back into a lovely child's pose. I'm sure you're feeling your core by now, but well done. Taking a couple nice deep breaths here. Really ease yourself into the stretch. And then when you're ready, you're going to slowly roll up and then bring yourself into that 4-point kneeling position again. We're just going to finish off like we started with a couple cat-cows. You might find that you've got a little bit more range of motion now, that your spine and your abdominals are nice and warm. Again, take a few circles, little side shifts, whatever you feel like your body needs. Thank you so much for choosing to practice with me today. I hope you have a lovely day and see you again soon in the next one.